This is my review, commentary, breakdown of Tyler Perry's The Oval, Season 4, Episode number 11, titled What's Done in the Dark. The scene opens up with Nancy at the compound, fake having an asthma attack. And she had to do this because she got caught by one of the guards. Nancy clearly stopped by the compound to see if she could catch a glimpse of Callie or even Barry. And she was doing okay with the guard at first, muddling her way through the BS until she called the church a cult. And that did it for him. So since she was fake having this asthma attack, he said, we can cure all of that. I'm going to take you to go see the highest. Then Nancy went into panic mode. And he told her, he said, look, you got to chill out with all of that. She didn't calm herself down. So he took the edge of his gun and knocked her over the head. He knocked Nancy over the head, guys. Boom. So now they're on the way to see the highest. And now we move to Priscilla and Bobby. I did a video on these two. If you have not checked it out, I'm going to leave it linked right here above because I did a video on this a while back when I was breaking down the synopsis videos. Turns out that's exactly what it is. But Bobby was flirting with Priscilla. Heavy. Priscilla recognized that he's the new kid on the block. She was like, well, I haven't really seen you around here. Priscilla was trying to basically keep everything on the surface level. But not Bobby. Bobby made it plain and clear that, yeah, I want you, and I want you now. Bobby held onto that glass just a little while longer, staring her down, looking her up and down the entire time. And he told her Sam is a lucky man. Listen, there is no secret that Priscilla's got body for days, right? So he felt the need and the urge to compliment her. Everything from the rooter to the tutor. Sam better watch his back. That's all I gotta say. Now, this next scene was quite comical to me. I laughed the entire time. We have Kyle and Max. And Kyle is trying to explain away the fact that he had orders, to protect the country. And this is why he tried to kill Max. Of course, Max didn't fall for it at all. And I can't believe that Kyle is still talking about this bloody mattress top. He bought up the bloody mattress top to Max. And he was letting him know that they can't, handle another scandal. And there's still this piece to the puzzle where Max still thinks that Hunter killed Denise in that bed. But Kyle told him the son did it. So somewhere in between the flirting and all the threats, Kyle invited Max to the gym, boxing gym, to work out the frustration that's between the two. Kyle is such a big flirt. He flirts with everybody. And I actually think that Max is gonna do it because this is the only way that he can actually get back at Kyle. Like, he can't just shoot him dead, which is what he wants to do. So taking out his frustration in a boxing ring may just do the trick. Even though Kyle is talking about a total different release of frustration, Max just ready to beat him up. That's it and that's all. Okay, so now we move on to Crimea River Lily and Captain Sava Kareem. Listen, I cannot get over these two. How long is Lily gonna be in the pharmacy trying to get pills? I mean, she already has them, but she's sitting around just chilling in the pharmacy like she's at the bar or something. Kareem is trying to get Lily to disappear into this group for, trafficked women and children. And Lily just spilled all the beans. She told Kareem that she was tortured, she was in a forced marriage to a gay man, and this gay man shot her in the shoulder. Even though Kareem is showing genuine concern for her because he told her that his mom went through the exact same thing. So he really wants to help her, but she didn't buy into it. So I guess she made it back to the car somehow. And this is when Dale and Sharon came in. And Kareem let the both of them know that he's still the boss and that they're late for work. And Sharon noticed how frustrated he was and told him to go home and get some rest. But Kareem, he's a workaholic. He's not going anywhere. So he told her that he's got to do the books, he's got to do this, he's got to do that. Even though she offered to do all these things for him, he's still a stickler. He wants to stay there at the pharmacy. Okay, so now we have Sam and Richard, who stepped away from the kitchen for just a moment so that they could talk about Barry. Sam told Richard that he's going to put an APB out on Barry, and Richard, unfortunately, is fearing the worst. He told Sam to make sure that he checked the hospitals and the morgues because, Barry may just be gone, right? And rightly so, because he's a worried father and he hasn't heard from Barry in days, or has it been weeks? I don't know. But nonetheless, I'm just wondering, all the days and episodes that Barry has been missing, and Sam has been promising to do something. Now he wants to do the APB. So what has he done before? Maybe nothing, because I know that he was saying in the last episode, oh, well, we've got too much stuff going on at the White House to be worried about Barry. So maybe he hadn't done anything thus far. So now they've gotten APB out on Barry, and hopefully they can find him. So this next scene had Sam in his feelings a lot, right? He stepped back into the kitchen and told Bobby that he needs to wait in the hallway. Why? He's just that jealous, right? And Priscilla is questioning this. She was like, why does he have to wait in the hallway? And he said, well, the first family's food is prepped in here and he doesn't need to be around the food. This lame excuse for him to get in the hallway. So, of course, Priscilla noticed that Sam is very jealous at this point. And she just leaned in and told him, look, Bobby is tall, dark, he's handsome, he's fine as and I might just give him some. Oh my goodness, what'd she tell him that for? And Sam was like, well, I know you, Priscilla, and that's kind of out of character for you. And she was like, no, you know the Priscilla that was not cheated on. So now that he's cheated on her, oh, she's flipped the script. Now she can F with him a little bit. Now she's got Sam thinking and wondering, oh my goodness, what if she does it? I gotta keep them two away from each other. Can you imagine what's going through Sam's head right now? Because when men and women are cheated on, they react differently, right? Women are more emotional. They have an emotional reaction, but men have this more of a territorial reaction to it all, right? But if Priscilla decides to cheat on Sam with Bobby, that's going to be a scene that's going to go down in Oval history because, listen, I can't even imagine what this would be like, right? I mean, I can, but I can't talk about it here, right? And let me just say this part. Have you guys noticed that when Priscilla and Sam are, in their lovey-dovey state? Because I remember, season 1, season 2, season 3, like they were all in love. They were like the perfect couple on the Oval, and they were so cute together. And Sam is like cool, like he is cool as a cucumber, right? But when that affair came up and he had to show some emotion through the character, Sam turned into a whole pillar of salt, right? Like the entire demeanor of the character totally changed. I don't know. It didn't make the character wimpy, but it showed a little bit more emotion than what I was expecting, right? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Maybe it's just me. And I'm particularly talking about when she had that hot water, she was going to pour it on him, and he was just, crying and begging, and it just weakened the character for just that moment, right? I don't know, maybe it's just me. Now we move on to Hunter's meeting with the vice president and Simone. And there is no other character, no other actor that can play Hunter Franklin. No one. If Hunter ever goes off this show or whatever, he can't be replaced. There's no one who can play this character. Great job in casting him, Tyler. Great job. So Hunter is interested in knowing how Eli came up with this 3-point plan. And now everybody's kissing Hunter's butt again. And the entire time, Simone and Eli are sitting there showing affection towards each other. And it was grossing Hunter out and making Victoria cringe. And this is when Hunter brought up the fact about loose ends with Jason. Of course, this shocked the First Lady and Donald. And Simone and Eli wanted to know what the heck it was talking about. And Victoria just said, oh, Hunter's drunk. Let's not listen to him. Let me invite you over for dinner, Simone. And Simone said, oh, I'd love to. Victoria said, no, you wouldn't, but we can fake pretend like we love it. And Simone said, and pretend we shall. Oh my gosh, when she delivered that line, that was everything for me. I like Simone because when she wakes up to what Victoria and her husband are doing, it's going to be over with. And that may just be the scene that'll end season 4. And the next few scenes were just kind of fillers. Kyle and Max were talking about they were going to see each other later. And of course, Bobby wants to know what the heck's going on. So Max had to tell him about the little boxing match that they have planned for later. Eli wants Bobby to take Simone home. Then Eli told Simone that he'll be home by dinner time. Then we moved back to the pharmacy, and Sharon finally got Kareem to go home, because if she told him to go home one more time in this episode, I was going to scream. And while Dale is still reinstalling that same bottle of shampoo on the shelf, Kareem is worried about Sharon going back over to Barry's. And I'm sitting here like, dude, Barry's not even at home. So why are you even entertaining that? And all Sharon has to do is tell him that Barry's not even there. And I think that she did in the last scene. Did she tell him? I can't remember. But just tell him he's not even home. Like, stop worrying about Barry. His insecurity is very unattractive. He's pushing a little too hard. Like, give this girl some breathing room already. So Hunter showed Donald and Victoria the toxicology report, as well as Jason's autopsy. And that toxicology report had someone else's name on it. It was a kid that looked like Jason, same age as Jason, all of that. This kid had cancer, so they poisoned the wrong person. Of course, this shocked Victoria and Donald, which left them with the inevitable question, where is Jason? And that question is answered for everybody in the next scene, because Jason is crashed out at Alan's house with his purple eyes. And I don't know, I'm not even gonna mention the makeup that's on Jason right now, because you guys can clearly see what I want to say. All right, so we're just gonna leave it right there. Of course, Alan thought that he was dead, as well as everyone else, and he thinks that Jason should at least tell his parents that he's alive. And he's trying to explain to Alan that they're the ones who tried to have him killed. But Alan doesn't want to hear any of that. He wants to call Donald, chief of staff, to make sure that he's on alert that Jason is still alive. Then Jason had to pull out the strap on him and say, look, man, put the phone down. We're not calling anybody. Then here comes Alan. Oh, we're friends. Now you're friends, right? Okay, whatever. But Jason's he's not falling for that at all. Then we move on to our final scene. Kareem finally made it home. So he's going through the house, about to get him a beer and chill out for the rest of the night. When he made his way to the bedroom, Barry is there on his bed. End scene. Now, I don't know why Barry is in this man's bed. And this actually reminded me of when Jean got killed. They stretched her out across the bed. And, it's just really like, okay, why is he there? So, they got some splaining to do next episode. I'm definitely going to be tuned in. How about you guys? These are just my thoughts and my wrap up of the show. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you like the video, while you're down there, give it a like and share this video if you like the video. If you're a fan of Tyler Perry's The Oval, go ahead and sub to the channel, because I break down videos just like this one all the time. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of Ruthless TV, you guys. And I'll see you on the next one.